back in the favourite room of the house, playing with my guns. Little modification on the 308 today. I've picked myself up a Picatinny rail and some new mounts for my scope. Now, because this is a 56mm scope, with the mounts that I've got on it now, I'm going to show you it's actually quite close to the barrel. As you can see here, that's the gap that I've got between the scope and the barrel, and it's not the only issue. If you come back down this way, look how close my bolt is to the back of it. There's not a hell of a lot of room there, and that's why I've bought this new setup. I'll show you the difference now that I set it up. That took about 10 minutes in real time. Not a long time at all, but look at the difference now. What a huge difference that made. And you know what? It's much more comfortable for me. I just went behind it before, and it's a much better height for me. Plenty of clearance now for the bolt. No issues there. Still got plenty of room to single load. Two very important things over here. Never tighten anything until you've started all the bolts, because that's how you cross thread things. You've got to make sure that you've started every single bolt first, and once they're all in and they're all nipped up, that's when you start tightening them one by one. And something else that's very important as well, as soon as I grab the ratchet, whenever you're tightening delicate bolts like a scope mount, you never grab the ratchet from the end. You'll strip it before you know it. You always hold it from the head here. That's more than enough to tighten this up and have it really tight, okay? Unfortunately, you just got to have a little bit of experience with nuts and bolts to know when to stop, but you don't overdo it. For me, I don't need a torque wrench. I can feel it. I've been working on cars and with bolts my whole life, but if that's not the case for you, buy a torque wrench. And just as you thought that was it for today, another purchase. I bought myself a red dot for the Rossi. A little different to your normal scope. There's no magnification in this. It just basically projects a red dot on your target and it's point and shoot. So a little bit easier than trying to look through the original steel sights of a rifle. Let me tell you, that can get a bit tricky. Quite simple. Just basically going to mount on like that. You get two adjustments and look through here, look at the red dot, point and shoot. After you sight it in, of course. Anyway, let's put it together. So I've just spent another 5 or so minutes trying to sort out this mount, and I've realized what the issue is. It's a lot narrower over here than what it is at the front, so you really can't mount it all the way back because it won't grab. So I'm just going to come to about here, sit it on, and it should tighten up there, find its location. Yep, the first one up. Now the front one. And that's not moving. Now I may have to move it back a little bit. I'm just going to have to take it outside and work out where I want it to be from, you know, when you're holding the rifle. But that's about it. That's how easy it is to fit a red dot. Basically turn it on, red light comes on, sight it in, and away you go. See you on the next video.